thank you for being here today. From Dusk Till Dawn, were you guys big fans of the movie?
Oh yeah.
Very much so, yes.
I know, I've seen it many times. It's definitely my favorite Robert Rodriguez film.
Yeah. A lot of people say that.
Really?
It's kind of why we're here. Yeah.
Were you nervous at all about taking on some roles that have been played by George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, Salma Hayek?
It's big shoes to fill, but at the same time, we don't feel like we are catching up to them. We're just redoing what we have 20 years later with so much more script, with so much more creative permission, because this time we have 10 episodes, full-on 1-hour episodes that we can describe way more of the characters, and I feel we are having a chance that the actors at that time didn't have.
As far as taking on these roles and being these characters, Robert directed the feature. He's directing the show. He could have cast anybody he wanted to. He's the head of the network. He chose us. And with that, you have to take that confidence that he has in you and embrace that and allow yourself to go in and do what he picked you for, and not be worried about, oh, I'm not going to do it. It's the guy who made the movie. It's the guy who's making the show. If he says it's you, it's yours to have. You know?
Yeah.
Robert was one of the ones who started this movement, this gore vampire who would never been even mentioned in that time, because it was not conventional. It was not part of what was cool, or it was a really pop culture at that time, and Robert came in and slayed with this movie. So now he's doing this show, and he's doing it again, and he's doing it again. He's just breaking the boundaries and saying, you know what, I was the pioneer of this, and I'm stepping up a notch again, and he's pushing the boundaries for everyone else to step in.
What's it like playing the vampires? The prosthetics and all that.
Oh
What's
my
that
God.
like?
It's crazy.
It's interesting. Robert would tell you himself, he doesn't like to use the word vampire because we are just so much
More than
worse than that. We really believe that vampires are our cute little cousins. There's something very different about these creatures, and there's a word that describes them, but we won't say that word until you really
You'll
experience
find it in the series.
It's crazy, and you've got people that really know what they're doing working on this, because what they put on the show is just crazy, scary looking, and they go all in. It's good because it's not just, oh hi, we're vampires and we have fangs and we're cute. No, it's like going gore, sick, and it gets as aggressive as it gets. There's no censure on this show. It goes all in.